Good morning, all of you. Oh, Manvid and Abhinay combined study together. Suraj, turn on camera. Adiba. Where are the other students? Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. What about other friends? 7. Where is your friends Abhinay and Manvid? Who is that? Who is that sitting there?
Good morning,
Hello,
madam.
please. Sit there.
Yes.
Don't want to sit.
Madam, chairs both are sitting on one chair. Where I should sit?
Whose house is that?
Madam.
Empty.
Okay, he is your guest, no, Manvid, and you are not allowing your guest to sit. Aditi Devo Bhava. And what you are doing, Manvid? No manners.
Madam, chairs
Very bad, Manvid. I didn't accept means this from you. Okay, our voice is standing, the guest is standing, and the receiver is sitting.
Madam, one upon start, madam.
Okay. This Srinidhi, turn on camera. Sujanya, turn on camera. Yes. What happened?
My friend Karka is following in YouTube, ma'am.
So he is not seeing in Sanvi Learning app.
Ma'am, we did not get his user ID and password, ma'am.
Your social textbook.
Okay. So shall we start our class?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we start? Okay. So we are going to start. Means some topics are pending in worksheet 5 that we will be completing when we are getting a free period and all. Okay. So today we are going to start with our chapter. Next chapter. Industrialization and social change, task 1 and 2 from worksheet 6. Okay, so all of you, Nashra, did you got a worksheet? Srinidhi, did you got worksheet? Srinidhi worksheet? Okay, Manvid, Abhinay, always all of you got my Abhinay, listen here. You are looking into the phone and sitting at the class.
No, madam, just a small.
Okay. So let us start the class. Wait a minute. Let me take the PPT first. So all of you get ready with your So can you see this? Phoebe, can you see the screen? Nashra, can you see the screen? Okay, so hope all of you can see the screen. So we are going to start our class. Okay, so worksheet 6, task 1 and 2 we are going to complete. Okay, so the chapter title is Industrialization and Social Change. So before that, I want to know what you know about industrialization. Nashra, can you please tell me what you know about industrialization? We have learned in 7th class. I only taught you know.
Yes,
Then tell me what is meant by industrialization. Don't remember. Okay, Abhinay, do you have any idea about industrialization?
Yes, madam.
Yes, tell me what is mean by industrialization?
Means a big farm of factories, industries were quickly developing called the Industrial Revolution, which
Okay.
started in European continent, London, British.
Yes. Okay. Purneshwar is eagerly waiting. Okay. Tell me, Purneshwar, what do you have learned about industrial revolution, or what do you know about industrial revolution?
Industrial revolution.
Quick, fast.
Ma'am,
I didn't ask you to take speech. What simply what do you know, or what you heard of industrial revolution? Revolution.
Industrial revolution means that
Your voice is not audible.
the sudden change, increase of industrialization and new machines and new innovations.
Okay, so let us see whether the industrialization is related to what you all said or not. Okay, so today's agenda is to understand the concept of industrial revolution and why it had started in Britain first. Okay, and look at, these are the keywords. So what are the keywords? Phoebe, read the keywords.
Industries,
Industries, loud.
factory system,
Yes, next. Laissez-faire.
laissez-faire,
Yes,
invention,
yes,
transport, raw
yes,
materials.
yes. Okay, so next we are going to see what was the industrial revolution. So what was industrial revolution? You all said something related to the industries, machines. You are talking about something like that, right? So the industrial revolution, which means it refers to the increase in the output production using the machine. Okay, it is nothing but there was a period from the 18th century. What happened during that period? Instead of using the handloom or the handmade tools, people started to use the machines for the production. Got it? So look at here, the Industrial Revolution refers to greatly increased output of machine-made goods that began in England in 1700s, which means it started in the 18th century. So here, the production has increased. So what is the specialty of that period? The production has increased. How the production has increased? How the production has increased? Using the machines. So here we can see that the Industrial Revolution refers to the period of a massive production of industrial goods using the machine. As simple as that. Got it? So what is Industrial Revolution? That period shows the increase in the production of the goods. Why the production was happened? Because of the use of the machines. And you have to remember that wait a minute. You have to remember, when we talk about the industrial revolution, it is not only related to the increase in the production of goods. Okay, this is happened. Okay, this is happened with the help of the machines or the technology. This is happened. Okay, so this phase is called industrial revolution. But Not only the production has changed. Look at here, there is a change in the socio-economic conditions. Okay, there were a lot of changes were happened in the society as well as in the economy. Socio-economic conditions. So here, this period, we can see the change of or replacing hand tools with the power tools. And we can see there is a change from the agrarian economy to industrial economy. Okay, and next we can say that factory system. Factory system. So all this together is called as the Industrial Revolution, or this is Industrial Revolution. This is Industrial Revolution. Got it? It is not just the increase in the production of goods using the machine. Got it? So it is the change that happened in the society as well as the economy. That was the period where the hand tools were replaced with the power tools. It was the period where the agriculture economy has changed to the industrial economy. Got it? And there we can see the emergence of the factory system. So what is meant by factory system? Did you remember? You have already learned in 7th class. Did you remember what is meant by factory system? Earlier, they have followed a system called a putting out system. Okay, so it will be the production is happening at different places. Maybe some place they will be washing the thread. Okay, some place they will be coloring the giving the dye. Okay, coloring the thread. There will be some other place the stitching will be happening, and finally it will go to the market. Okay, so the production is happening at different places. This is called a putting out system. And if this putting out system is there, you can imagine that whatever the difficulties will be there. Okay, imagine that you are the owner of a company and you are running a putting out system there where you will be asking someone to make the thread and someone to stitch the cloth, someone to dye that, someone to sell that. So here the time consumption is very high, right? It will take time. You have to transport. Okay, you have to take the cloth from one person to the another person for stitching, from this person again for to the market. So it is taking a lot of time, as well as the cost of production is high and very less quantity only we can produce. Okay, so this was the difficulty. This was the one of difficulty we faced during the time of the putting out system. Okay, so what the change was happened during this period is that the people or the owners or the entrepreneurs started factory system, which means what we can see, they started all the production process in the same building. Got it? So there they will be dyeing, they will be preparing the yarn, they will be preparing the fabric, they will be stitching it, then they will send for the market. Okay, everything started to happen in a specific building. Okay, so all the people started to come and started working in the factory system. Got it? For a particular period and all. Okay, so this system is called as a factory system. So altogether, this is called as the Industrial Revolution. So the Industrial Revolution, in simple, we can explain it as the increase in the production of the goods using the machines or using the technology. Got it? And it also It also means the change in the socio-economic conditions. If you look at the economic condition before and after the industrial revolution, there is a huge difference is there. Even the condition of the society, about the people, look at the condition of the workers, there is a huge change is there in the pre-industrial revolution and the post-industrial revolution. Got it? And there was a replacing of the hand tools with the power tools, and there was a change in the economy also. Earlier the Britain and all based on the agriculture, means many people were dependent upon the agriculture. Predominantly they are agrarian economy, and they have changed into the industrial economy. Got it? And they have started during this period, we can see the emergence of the factory system also. So all these factors contributed, and what we can call this as the industrial revolution. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, now let us see some of the major inventions that was happened during the time of the industrial revolution. So look at here. So look at what are the means in many what are the fields the industrial revolution happened in the transportation sector, in the textile industry, in the agriculture, steel, electricity, telephone, and telephone means in the communication sector. So all in this field the industrial revolution has happened. Okay, and look at here. So look at here, what are the changes happened in the transportation before industrial revolution, how they have transported the goods and all using the hose, or they used to go by their own feet. Okay, so after with the invention of the steam engine and all, steam locomotives were invented. Okay, so train services started. So because of the steam engine, because of the invention of the steam engine, a lot of changes were happened in the England. Okay, especially in the transportation sector. Look at the changes happened in the transportation sector. If you need, you can take a screenshot also. Look at, before they have used the canal barrage pulled by the mules, ship powered by sails, horse-drawn wagons, carts and carriages. They have used it before the industrial revolution. So here the transportation cost will be very high. It will be time consuming, and less quantity only we can transport. Okay, so these were the problems existed before the industrial revolution. Before the industrial revolution happened in the transportation sector. And look at what was happened after the industrial revolution. Trains were invented, steamships were there, trolleys were there, automobiles were there. So it made the transportation easily. It reduced the time consumption. It made that we can now transport a huge quantity of amount to any part of the world. Got it? So all this was happened because of the industrial revolution. And look at this. This is locomotive, like a train. Okay, so this is one of the major invention happened during the time of the industrial revolution. Please note down that what are the major inventions happened. So the first one is that the steam locomotive. So this is the picture you can see here. Next is spinning mule. Okay, so the textile industries also experienced the industrial revolution. And look at here, spinning mule was invented. So what is meant by spinning mule? Spinning mule is used water power to spin the thread. Earlier they have used the hands, right? Now they are using a machine with the help of water, okay, to spin the thread. Look at here, this is the machine, spinning mule. So this is another invention. So note down this name also, the spinning mule. Okay, next is power loom. So another invention happened during the time of industrial revolution is power loom. to weave the cloths. Earlier, you can see that with the hands, they will be weaving, right? So by replacing that the hand loom, during the time of Industrial Revolution, they have started using the power loom. Look at the picture here. So within a very short time, they can make a more quantity of clothes here. Got it? So another invention is power loom. Got it? Please note down. Next, we will see what are the inventions happened in the agriculture. So these are the power spinning mule and power loom were in the industrial sector. Textile industry, that are the inventions related to the textile industry. And in the agriculture sector, what were the inventions happened? Look at here. The first one is the reaper. Okay, so reaper was used to cut down the harvest. So one of the important inventions happened in the agriculture sector was the reaper to cut the harvest. And the next is the mechanical reaper. So this is the mechanical reaper. So another invention. And electric bulb. And who invented electric bulb? Thomas Edison. So the invention of the electric bulb also made a lot of change. So about the impact and all we will study. About what the impacts of all these inventions we will be studying in the next classes. And another invention is a spinning wheel. Look at here. And next is spinning jenny. This is also for the textile industry. Spinning jenny also invented during the time of the Industrial Revolution. Okay, so is it clear what is meant by Industrial Revolution? Is it clear? Is it clear about the Industrial Revolution? Purnesha, Phoebe, Nashta, Manvid, Abhinay, is it clear? So, Sharanya, is it clear about Industrial Revolution? It is nothing but the increase in the production of the factory goods using the modern technology or the machines. Okay, and during this time, a lot of socio-economic changes will happen. The economy, the type of economy also changed from the agriculture to the industries. Got it? So, and the factory system started to develop. So, all these changes are called as the Industrial Revolution. And now we have seen what were the major inventions happened during the time of the Industrial Revolution. So, now we will see. When we talk about the Industrial Revolution, it started in England. Okay, the first Industrial Revolution started in England. And we are going to see why it started in England. Why not in America? Why not in India? Why not in any other countries like Japan or China? Why it started in England, we are going to see. And yesterday, I asked you to the resource like atlas. How many of you have brought atlas or a world map? Do you have the atlas and world map? Yesterday we have posted in the group to bring the resource. That is nothing but the atlas and the world map. Okay, so all of you locate. Look at the world map and find out where is England. Where is England? Look at the world map and find out. Look at Purnesha, did you got where is England? England is in which continent? Huh?
Ma'am, Europe.
Okay, show me where is show me.
Ma'am, it is.
Ah, you didn't take. See, simply like.
Ma'am, I'm before side.
Okay, okay. Abhinay, Manvid, Owais, did you got where is England? Nashra, did you find out where is England? No map. Very bad. I asked you to bring the resource and no one is ready with the resource. Yes, sir, they have. Okay, where is England? Okay. Okay. So, It is very important. The map pointing is also very important from the start. Okay, so all of you please have a atlas every time. Atlas every time. It is very important. Okay, so all of you should know the location of England. And what is the speciality of England? Look at the map and tell me. Abhinay, tell me what is the speciality of England?
Germany,
Okay, Abhinay, listen. Manveed, otherwise,
Madam,
tell me what is the speciality of England?
England first.
I will tell
Wait.
What is the geographical? What speciality? When you look at into the map, what speciality you can see? What type of country is England geographically?
It is the particular area is very cold and it is.
We will say no. India is a peninsular country. So
Yes,
what type
this
of
island.
country geographically England is?
Island. England.
Yes. England is an island nation, right? So now we will see about what are the different factors that contributed to the development of industrial revolution in England. Okay, so we are going to see that what are the factors. So okay, so here those who don't have the atlas and all, look at here. I am sharing for you. So look at here, the map you can see here. This is England. Okay, it's a small island country, island nation in the European continent. Got it? So why it has started in England? Because of several reasons. Okay, because of several reasons. And can you guess what are the reasons why the revolution has started in England? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea? Why it started in Britain? Have any idea? Yes, they are raising the hand. Yes, tell me, Abhinay, why it is started in Britain?
Madam, in Britain there is according to the political powers, political rules.
Yes, so you are telling the first point because of the political condition.
Yes.
Okay, then any other points? Phoebe, any other points?
The industry.
Yes.
Ma'am, because of stable parliament.
That is political conditions will comes under that. Okay, Nashra, do you have any idea why it started in Britain? No idea. Okay, so now let us see what are the various reasons why the industrial revolution started in Britain. So the first one is the first point. So the first point, all of you please make a note on this: agriculture revolution. What is the first point? Agriculture revolution. Okay, so what is this agriculture revolution is that in England, they have introduced a new law called Enclosure Act. Got it? What is that new law? Enclosure Act. So under this act, what was happened is that the feudal people started to control the large acres of land. Okay, imagine that there was a huge 500 acres of land was there and it was divided and it was cultivated by many people. Okay, person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, like that many people started to cultivate. But after the Enclosure Act, what was happened is that this entire land started to control by a single person. A feudal lord started to control this system. Okay, so what happened? These people, whoever is worked, they have lost their job. Right? They have how many? Imagine that there were 10 workers working in this agriculture field. And now that entire land came into the hand of a single person. Got it? So what happened? Many people lost the job. So that is one of the impact. Okay, unemployment. So people lost the job because of that. The unemployment was happened. As well as when it came into the hand of the rich feudal people, they started investing a lot of money here. Got it? So because of that, the production increased. Okay, increase in the production. So when the production was increased, more grains they started to supply. More raw material is available. Right. And what happened? This unemployment is there. Many people are there without employment, right? So these people are ready. The laborers are ready because many people lost their job. So this who all lost the job, they are ready to do any other work because without a job, it is very hard to survive. Right. So the people who lost the job in the agriculture sector, they are ready to work at a very low cost in the somewhere else. Got it? So because of this is one of the reason why the industrial revolution has started. Got it? So what is the first reason? Agriculture revolution. Is it clear? Why the agriculture revolution? They have introduced the act called the Enclosure Act. So under this Enclosure Act, what was happened? The lands were transferred into the power of the land or the authority of the land were transferred into the hand of the feudal lords. Okay, so many people, many small farmers and peasants lost their employment. Got it? And when the land got into the hand of the rich feudal lords, they started increasing the production. Many means they started to supply a huge quantity of grains. More raw material is available. Now, the people who lost the job, they are ready to work in any other sector. Got it? So this is one of the reasons why the industrial revolution has started in the England. Got it? So another reason. So that is the first reason. And the second reason, note down the second reason, that is availability of natural resource. So the second reason why the industrial revolution has started in the England, it is because of the availability of the natural resource. Especially England is rich in the resource, mineral resource called coal and iron. Coal and iron. Got it? So because of this, it is easy for them to start the basic industries. Got it? So especially the places like Lockshire, all these places have a lot of rich deposit of the coal and the iron. So this is the second reason why, because they don't need to depend upon any other country to get the coal and the iron resources. Got it? So the natural resource availability is the another reason why the England has started with the industrial revolution. Okay, so the next point is that the political stability. Political stability. The third point is that the political stability, which means if you look at the other countries during this time, many wars were going on. If it is America, American War of Independence is going on. Even the countries like Germany was not formed, Italy was not formed, and there were problems were there in the French. Means you have learned about French Revolution. In the France also many issues were going on. But if you look at in the England, there was no civil war. There was no war in the country. Civil war means what? The war within the territory of the country is called as the civil war. Okay. So in Europe, there was no civil war. The stability, the polity means the government was stable. So they can focus on the development of the country. They can focus on the infrastructure. Imagine that if there is a war, will be they will be focusing on the development activities? No, they will be engaged in the war activities. They will be producing what? They will be producing the things what they need for doing the war and all. Right, and most of the money they will be spending for the war only. If the situation is not like that, the government can easily focus on the other developments. They can depend upon the infrastructure development, right? So that would happen in England also. Political stability was there without any civil wars. Okay, so this also contributed towards the development of the industrial revolution. Okay, and few more points are there that we will be discussing in the next class. Okay, already our time up. We will be discussing in the next class regarding the other points. So till here, any doubts? Quickly, if you have any doubt, you can ask me now. Do you have any doubt? Neshna? Abhinay, any doubts? Okay, so we will meet you in the next class. All of you, please complete task 1 and task 2. Okay, in task 2, how many questions you know that only you complete it. Map pointing, you have to complete it. Okay. Okay, we will meet you in the next class. And the project work. Today is Saturday. Social project work will be there. So you have to complete that project work also. Okay.